Build up. Okay, I think we have audio. So I think we're good. All right, I am trying out a new camera right here. It's a little bit wide, which means we need to clean the kitchen a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the audio a little bit. I see we're peaking at the red line, and for some reason I lost the mouse on the computer, so I'm having to reach over for an actual mouse instead of the keypad. So let me get my external monitor hooked up. We're just gonna play a few games, stream for a little bit, and see how this looks. So hopefully things are not too glitchy with the new camera. It is 1080p. It's just a little $30 camera from Amazon, because webcams, it's a Duracam HD USB. Said it had a 90-degree field of view, but man, that thing is wide. Like, yeah. So I think it's going to be a good playfield camera. So if you're there in chat, we have got commands now. So if you want to hit exclamation command, we've got some fun stuff. So I'm viewing this on OBS Studio, so I'm not sure how many people are watching at the moment. So I'll take a look here.
Just a tiny bit.
I see Small Town is on. Alright. I don't think I'm on. Twitch says that I'm away. Is that right, Twitch? Am I away? Let's refresh that. Nah, I'm on. Okay. So right before the stream started, the reason it went so long was a giant wasp came in. And I had to take care of the situation. So there you go. I'm like, Alright, so if you're following us on Twitch, if you're on my Facebook or on my YouTube, this is not going to work. But if you're on Twitch, go over to the chat. And what I want you to do is to put in a exclamation mark in the word commands, and you'll get all the different commands that we have. So I'm going to load. What's up, Betty? Alright, looks like we have 4 people that are watching now. So welcome if you're there. I don't have it where I can see how many viewers are on through the software. So I'm going to monitor the software though, because I tried some cool things. So let me show you some of the stuff that we tried. So exclamation commands should pull up. There's our available commands. So if you just came into the stream and you are wanting to say hello, if you type in exclamation mark hey, you get the hey you guys. Now I don't have it. There we go. I can hear it. That's good. Okay. And I wanted to hear it. Turn that down though. So if you're there and you're on Twitch, do that. Let me know if it's working for you. It's working on my end. And then if I'm always on the Colorado Pinball stream, and I got my first pinball machine, which was an EM Dolphin, and so they always joked about me having a dolphin, so I made a dolphin one. So dolphin, if I can spell, gets you this. So yeah, I'm going to play a few games, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to move the camera back over this way for the face. We have Addams Family, and yeah, let's just give it a go and see what we get going on here. the playfield glass. Something got on it. Okay, so Mamushka just hit stuff. So try to go for the bear to relight the chair light, which you probably can't see from the camera angle. There's a light on this side. Maybe you can. Yes, I got a new camera, and I also added commands. So if you want to type exclamation commands, you'll get a list of the current active commands. And you can have a little fun with that. But yes, we're trying the new $39 camera from Amazon for the player view. It's a Duracam HD. It said 90-degree field of view, but I mean it looks ridiculous. Like I'm 2 inches away from the camera right now. So this was it if you're in the market for a webcam. So yeah, but thanks for joining us. I can't quite read the chat because I don't have the breakout bars. I'm trying to monitor the camera. We're still on a wireless connection, so our upload is about 100 megabits per second, which is pretty good. But if I stream tonight, or when we do on Tuesday for our regular stream, I got my Ethernet cable that the dog chewed through. I got it replaced. So we'll be able to run straight from the, no, that's not the one that Trey had. Trey's did not have a tripod mount. So this one looks like a knockoff of the Logitech C922 variants. So, or 920 variants. So it has like the little clippy thing, and then it has a threaded post, so you can actually put it on. All the cameras are mounted on a light stand, and different gimbal arms are holding it. We call them gimbal arms. But yeah, so since when you come into chat now, make sure you do the hey. I was up till 7 this morning getting all of this to work, and I did not get it to work. Exclamation, hey. And that's what happens.
Go in. Look, darling, just what we've been searching for. Perhaps it's in here. Here it is.
Oh, I thought it was going to bounce in there. That would have been nice. Oh, no. Alright. So yeah, if all you need to do, Klutzy Ninja, is just exclamation mark command. And as I add them, you'll be able to see what the different commands that we have available are. So some of them are just kind of default to Streamlabs or whatever, Stream Elements. But they're there. So I gotta move this. I gotta clean the kitchen now, like, cause you can see more of my ham radio nerdiness goodness here, and also like where I put pinball repair parts. And then we have groceries over here that are in quarantine, because I don't know about you, but we've been like not opening up our groceries for a day if they're non-perishable, just so that way they're sitting in the bag, being nice and sterile. So I'm wearing the Little Flippers pinball shirt, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can break out the chat window into a larger view, because I cannot read it. Yeah, that you can get that shirt if you go to the San Antonio Pinball. I can't make it bigger. That's weird. Okay, we'll leave it like that. I'll have to mess with that later. If you go, I think the San Antonio Pinball page, it's where Bells and Chimes has their shirt. Regina, who's a local artist, is the one that developed the shirt, so she did the logo. So I'll try to put a link up there. Yes, there is a delay, and I think that's just the way that it goes. I know when I'm chatting on people's streams, there's a delay. I don't know if there's a way we can adjust for the delay. How's the refresh rate of the cameras look? I'm worried that I'm taxing out my USB ports here. So it's like a 16-second delay. Yeah, that's pretty long. So I am viewing your... You know what? It's probably because I'm doing the restream.io. And so right now I'm going to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But I'm going to probably ditch that just because on the last stream I didn't have very many Facebook comments or YouTube comments. And I can always just go in my social media platforms and say, hey, I'm streaming, come over to Twitch. Especially since the commands work in Twitch. But the chat window that you're seeing over here on the side, I have not reconfigured, so that's still pulling from restream.io, and so I didn't want to have to reconfigure all of that. Does the playfield camera look good? Is it too bright? Like on one of my monitors, it looks not bright enough. On my external monitor that I'm cloning to, it looks too bright. So it's hard for me to judge. So yeah, I created some fancy stuff to help the stream. Like here's my Be Right Back window. I'm gonna go to that real quick just for a few seconds. Let you see what that looks like. Okay, I'm gonna configure the video while you're on the Be Right Back window. So that's what I'm doing. But check out, I made the music too. So we're going to configure the video for the D&D and see, it's on auto exposure. That's the problem. Turn that on. The problem is when I disconnect things and I reconnect it, I have to like go back in here and adjust the cameras to get them to work pretty good. Okay, so the D&D has been updated. Let me transition back to that real quick. Well, I'll just leave it. Let me do the playfield now. Properties. You like the font? I made that font in Photoshop CC. So what you have to do is you have to lay down a font and then you trace it over for each frame. And then you loop it. So it's like an animated text, but I hand traced all of that. It took probably about 2 hours, maybe, because I had to learn how to do it. So it was kind of fun though. I like doing stuff like that. Configure video. See, what happened was when I came in here and reconnected the cameras, they went to auto exposure. So they got low light compensation on, which we have a studio light we don't really need. And then they've got the brightness way up and the gain way up. So, okay. Alright, I'm going to transition back. And let me know what you think of this. Hopefully that's an improvement on the video for the playfield. But yeah, I used an app to create the music for that Be Right Back and our intro. I don't know if you saw our intro. I figured out how to do a countdown timer. So that was kind of cool. I'll go to that real quick. We're just kind of leveling up here on the stream. And I did the music too. Alright, we'll get back and we'll play some games now. Anyways, I did the music for the intro and the outro, or the Be Right Back. I haven't made an outro yet. Photoshop is awesome. If you want to know what you're doing, I took a class once. Started off great. Okay. Yeah, playfield looks good. Yeah, I've been using Photoshop probably 15, 20 years. Tina and I used to run a wedding photography business, so I know more about it for the photography side of it than actually creation. But I went, since COVID happened, I went and purchased the entire Adobe Creative Suite. So I have After Effects and Premiere and all of that, which I didn't use Premiere for. But we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, the countdown stream is done in the studio software. I mean, I created the graphics. That's our playroom area with Deadpool in it. There we go. That was a terrible ball. But 38 million is not too bad. Like, this is my warm-up game. I don't know if you feel like you have to warm up to pinball sometimes. I feel like I do. She shots like that.
Now you've done it.
And yeah. I still think this is one of the best lead-ups to a multi-ball for full immersion effect. Let me know how the audio is, because it looks a little hot on my end. If it's too hot, I can turn it down. Now I'm all concerned about the audio, not my jackpot. See if I can restart it. Need to hit up that ramp in the center and back. I should restart it. You said for sure. Okay, so there's a delay, so let me know audio for sure it's too hot, or for sure the graphic was cool. So there's the jackpot. It's not too loud. It's not, and it's not drowning out. Okay. So our blue snowball microphone, I said it on Tuesday, I don't know if you were here, took a hit to the floor, and it has 3 adjustment points on the back with a little slider switch, and it landed directly on that and broke the switch. So I can switch it, it's just there's a broken piece. But I got this thing for like $7 last summer on eBay because the USB port was busted in it, and I know how to work on stuff like that. So for like $5, I ordered 6 of the little USB ports and soldered it in there. And so now I have extras. So did the dog knock it over? No, it was me dropping it. I was unscrewing it and I just dropped it on the tile. We have a tile floor, but let me tell you, I'm gonna hold this up. We got this at the Houston. I can't believe how wide that camera is. So this thing is like 40 inches across, and I'm only 3 feet away. You can see the curvature that cheap camera puts in. Some people might not like it, but I think for a playfield camera it's good. Anyways, Titan Pinball sells these mats, and they're like an inch thick and super, super squishy. And they're like $80. So like my wife's like, I want one of those. I was like, $80, I don't know. And then I was like, well, we are at the Houston Pinball Arcade thing. It's our first event. Sure, we've got blackout at home. We have a pinball machine. We have tile. We'll get it. So we got it. And I've not found any others that match it. So now that we have more pinball machines, I want to get more. But they're also handy for this purpose, let me tell you. When you have multiple pinball machines, you come up and you put it on top of the playfield, and you can set the playfield glass of another pinball machine up on top of the pinball machine with the floor mat, and it cushions the tempered glass, and it's not going anywhere. So it like, you know, it's worth it for that, because you break the glass, you're out $80. So there you go. That's my tech tip of the day. I'm waiting on parts for Comet. Earthshaker's getting a new power supply. So Earthshaker is over, let me see, it's over there, right there. So it will have a new power supply soon. See if my son wants to play. Hey, do you want to play? You look hot. Come in and say hi to people. They want to see you play. Let me get, I don't know where your stool went. Here's your stool. Alright, play a game real quick. He's been outside. Are you waving? Is that how we're waving now? Yeah. Okay, go ahead and play. He's gonna turn 6 next week, so he has a trophy, a pinball trophy. He got it at the Little Flippers tournament. He's got his own IFK ranking too. He's played a couple IFK events.
Can you go away?
I will go away, and I will let you have fun there. Go ahead. I'm gonna be back. gotta talk to the people. Say hi.
Hi.
They can hear you. Let me read for you. Oh yeah, church. Well, Tina and I run a small group Bible study at our church. We're really involved. I try to do it late enough that like we could go to our early service, and then we could host the event. So the issue that I have as a tournament director is, you can go ahead and play, PJ, while I talk, is balancing. You gotta hit start. Is balancing the schedule of everyone, right? Like, so we got our leagues on Friday, bells and chimes on Saturday, sometimes tournaments on Saturday. I thought with kids in school, the weekday doesn't work. Saturday's pretty busy, so we were thinking like Sunday, as much as I don't like it, but also the What's Brewing just started opening up on Sundays. So it was a way for them to also get some revenue and kind of support their initiative of staying open that many days. So, well, you have it on a 2-player game. Do you want me to play with you?
No.
Okay. But yeah, we live all the way out in Helotes, and so it's a drive for us. So we I do photography for the church. Still photography, and I think when I hosted that event, we baptized someone that day too. So it was like it was a busy day, dunking people in water, and then running a pinball tournament. So it's all good stuff, all for a good cause. So. Kind of rude.
Kind of fun.
Kind of fun. Do you have any questions to ask them? So if you haven't followed us, please follow us. We have a follow goal of 100. I think you already do follow us though. I don't want to sound too beggy. I'm not doing this to get any revenue. We do have a tip thing that you can click on, but that's not our purpose. I just like playing pinball, and I like to talk, and COVID has not let me do one of those things. Talk to people, strangers.
Whoa.
Do you like to talk to people, young man?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, that's weird.
That's weird? You can dance? Show me your dance moves? Awesome. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I will work probably tonight or Friday night when I'm watching the Colorado Pinball Collective stream on getting off of Restream.io, reconfiguring the live chat window in stream to operate just off of the Twitch chat window. Because I think that's the 18-second delay right there. So, Klutzy Ninja, is this... I'm trying to think. Are you... You're the one that had the T3 for sale, or the Lethal Weapon 3? Like, I'm trying to think of names, and I was on the couch doing this till 7 o'clock this morning, and only got like 2 hours of sleep, so I apologize for like a brain fart moment right here. How about we play together now? You want to be player 1 or player 2?
2, 1.
Okay, hit it 2 times, and you'll be player 1. Hit the button, start button 2 times. 2 times. 1, 2. Okay, you'll be player 1. So, okay. So where did your Lethal Weapon 3 end up going? Up to Dallas area? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Jimmy. I knew the last name was with the... Like, I know your last name, but I didn't want to necessarily say it on stream. Because I was like, I don't know if he wants his name out there on stream. Alright, I'm player 2, remember? Are you're getting a Ninja Turtles, is that correct? I'm pretty excited if you're getting the Ninja Turtles. Well, it's gonna be your ball already. Dad did not do so good.
Why is that lady dodging?
She's dodging cousin It. So last night on the Colorado Pinball Collective, they were asking when was the last time you took a bath. Not a shower, a bath. Because apparently there was some newspaper article about how millennials are not bathing anymore. So, okay, Austin's not too far.
Not too fast.
You know,
Got
so
the phone.
the story behind that is my brother-in-law Brandon. I don't know if you know Brandon. He played in the league,
Whee!
first leagues and the third league that we did. He just bought himself a Williams System 6 Gorgar that I'm fixing up for him, and a roller coaster. I think it's my turn. A roller coaster Tycoon came up for sale for $2,500 up in Austin, and he was all interested in it. And he's like, it's that whole thing. Like, pinballs are tattoos. You can't just have just one. So he's got one. He's had it 3 weeks, and he's already like, I need another one. So I knew his price range was around $2,000 because he's like, he refinanced his home and got some extra money, and so he's like, hey, I didn't expect this check, and he's really good at saving and stuff. So he's like, it's just like a bonus. So I'm playing one-handed because I'm talking. Hey, come finish this, little man. And so you'll have to pardon like the mess. It's COVID messiness. Anyways, we refinanced our home. We just closed on the refinancing a week ago. So I'm supposed to get like a $3,000 check off the equity. Watch it. There you go. Anyways, so I just knew that he was wanting a different game, and so when I saw yours was for sale and in his price range. Because that's the thing about San Antonio, the market is just so hit or miss. I was surprised the other day though alright, my turn. In the pinball enthusiast group, when someone's like, hey, what's for sale? Like Mike had Diner for sale and a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, well, had I known that, then I may have not bought. Well, I do like Earthshaker, but I'd rather buy from Mike than a pinball machine that I gotta work on. I like that save. I need to create like a little GIF for save. Yeah, you did. You see me? You're watching me? Okay, it's your turn. Yeah, it's a great time to refinance. I mean, I hope we still have a job in the fall. We're still a little nervous about schools opening up. I think it's just political right now, and I think that things are going to change as the numbers go up. So I'm trying not to go in it too much. My cardiologist called and said, "Hey, I got a note for you. I don't want you going back in the classroom." So yeah, that's a little weighty on my shoulders. But yeah, we were able to refinance. We cut 3 years off of what we had left on our mortgage. We lowered our payment per month, and we cut our interest in over half. And so when you look at the amortized savings or whatever, we're saving like $150,000 on what was left on our loan. So yeah, I mean, my wife and I are both teachers. My wife was in the hospital for lung and heart issues last school year. And we have our first grader here that if we go back to school, he's going to have to go back to school. I teach third grade. I will teach third grade. I was teaching second, but I got moved to third. Students are not required to wear a face mask if they're under the age of 10. I put on my Facebook, and I don't want to get all political, but I put on my Facebook some newspaper headlines from around the country, in Florida and in San Antonio. You can keep playing. Oh man, in Florida and in San Antonio there was simultaneous front page headlines. Businesses shutting down, lockdowns returning, schools opening in a month. Like, yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense, but I'm trying not to let it bother me. That's one of the reasons I'm streaming today, is I'm trying to get off of social media. I'm trying to be a content creator of something that's different than doom and gloom. So, yeah, and I mean, I understand people who have to work. Like, we are a working class teaching household. We cannot we cannot afford to stay at home. Had I known it was going to be like this, I would have refinanced my home instead of 15 years for a 30-year note to alleviate a little bit more, but I really wanted to cut time off the 17 years we had left on our 30-year note. So it is what it is. Yeah, I think, like I said, it's still a month away. Things are changing so rapidly right now. I think a lot of this talk is to downplay the fact that hospitals are filling up. Yeah, but I don't want the stream to be about politics. But this is my escape from that area.
Hit the bear! Hit the bear! Hey.
So, Jimmy, when was the last time you took a bath? Like, you know, like I'm gonna go have myself a bath. Like, this guy does that like almost every day. He should.
Even more.
Even more, yeah, because he gets dirty. But like, I can't think of the last time I sat down in a bathtub and like just did a bath. Our bathtubs in our home, which was built in 1997, are just the standard size ones. We had an apartment in 2007 before we bought the home that had like a garden tub, which was like jacuzzi size without the jacuzzi ports. That one you could take a bath in and be comfortable.
Hi, jackpot!
So, no, a hot tub does not count. Has to be like a legit bathroom bath. When was the last time you did that? Now, I gotta give credit to Paul over at Colorado Pinball Stream. Like, that was his idea, but I thought it was a very good, thought-provoking question. So, I'm an amateur radio operator with the radio equipment you see here behind me. And I run nets, which are online, or not online, but meetups on the air, on the ham radio. And I always try to ask like thought-provoking questions to get discussion going. Like, what deodorant do you prefer? When do you take a shower, in the morning or the evening? You know, things like that. So, otherwise, never. Baths aren't my thing. I get too bored. True, although Kindles are waterproof now, and some phones are waterproof to, like, you know, splash proof. So you could have a digital device in the bathtub with you, which that's what I told Paul when he asked that question on his stream. I was like, well, how do you know I'm not in the bathtub now? I always watch Colorado Pinball Collective while in the bathtub, soaking in my suds. Alright, watch for the ball. So what's interesting about little man is he has ADHD. Not quite. It's cousin it. We've not been medicated. Look at that drop catch. I just have to admire my son, even though he just like did, you know, terrible there. But like he can do stuff like that. He can trap up on multi-balls. Like he's better than me. Anyways, but it's interesting with his ADHD how this does focus his attention. So, and I have it too. Did you start a game?
Have a nice swim.
So.
So don't be very hard. Touch. Get. What?
Yeah, great drop catch, they said, PJ. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water. Come out of the swamp. You just looked at the D&D. That's the problem. I do that too sometimes. I look up. So what games do you have now, Jimmy? I mean, you got rid of one, but I know you're replacing it. So what's in your household staple there? So my only two currently working are Addams and Blackout, and no, three, and Roy Clark. I would really love to be in a financial situation, which I'm not, to buy an Attack from Mars for my wife for our 15th wedding anniversary, which will be in a week and a half. You gonna go? You done? Bye. But yeah, I'm not at that point. So maybe the 20-year anniversary. So you're empty right now. You're pinball starved. You're on a pinball desert. You gotta fix that, man. I mean, there's two trains of thoughts. You can buy games cheaply like I kind of do, which means they're gonna need repair. But then, like, part of me thinks, like, I'm not half blanking it, if you know what I mean. Like, if I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna try to do it right. I'm gonna do the right parts. I'm a little upset that I broke down and just ordered a brand new power supply board compared to rebuilding the power supply board. But there's benefits to it. I'm getting it from Pinball PCB, and their power supply board has a thicker, which I don't think it matters that much, a thicker circuit board, so it's a little bit thicker. But they add on there, thanks to modern technology, some LEDs, so you know which fuse blows if it blows. There's an LED with each fuse, so you don't have to go second guess, like, are all the fuses working? Is there continuity? As soon as you power the game on and you have the backglass off, you see that continuity is going to each circuit. And then they have a rotary dial where you can go up to the machine and turn it, and so you're like, I need to check the 5-volt circuit. Well, I turn the rotary dial to 5 volts. There's a segmented LED display that then is a voltage meter for whatever that dial's turned to. So if I need to check the 100 volts, I turn to there, and I think it's got 3 segments, and it'll say 100. If it's 12 volts, it'll say 12. If it's 5, it says 5. Like, I don't have to go up there with my probes and hope I don't hit the wrong capacitor and cause another problem. So, but yeah. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, did you get that from the billiards place here in town? And I noticed your Lethal Weapon had a Rotten Dog MPU, I think, in it. Did you put that in, or is that... You know, Ninja Turtles looks like a fabulous game. The top 2 on my list right now of wants for brand new games: Ninja Turtles and Hot Wheels. And if I didn't have a church Bible study group meeting in my home and a 5-year-old boy, probably the new Elvira, because it was really fun at Houston. Tina liked it too. It's just we try to be careful with the artwork of our games, since I don't have that big of a problem with it. I'm a pretty big feminist, so I would never own, like, what is that, Big Juicy Melons or whatever that terrible game is. Even Oktoberfest with the monkey going up the girl's skirt, like, no. And I'm so disappointed at that, because I love the artwork of Silverball Mania. I love the style of that artwork, but when I was, like, playing it in Colorado and I got to looking at it, I was like, that kind of looks like that guy is doing something to that pinball machine that should be X-rated. And it's like, yeah, it looks like that. So there's one for sale in Dallas for $500 right now, but it's really bad shape. But you'd almost have to commission someone to make artwork in that same vein without the same nastiness. So, and I think it's on the playfield that way too. So, okay, yeah, I gotta go back and look at the, yeah, so, did you get to play Elvira, the new one? I like all the Elviras. I would love to have all 3, because they're fun games. It's just the artwork. Like, I've got a Cricut, or it's actually Silhouette. So, like, I could cut out a piece of vinyl to, like, a Modesty thing on it. Like, it doesn't bother me. I'm not really one to struggle in that area, but, you know, having a young kid at home. Like, I would even own Gorgar. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not so legalistic that, you know, oh, you don't want to have Gorgar in your home because it looks satanic or whatever. You know, my view is it's a pinball machine, and if you think about the narrative of Gorgar, the narrative is you're trying to defeat this evil villain who's captured these, you know, this woman, and so you're hurting him. You're fighting demons, which, I mean, you know, read the Gospels. There's a lot of demon fighting that took place, the pigs, etc. So a little went to New York City in February. We did our honeymoon in New York. Speaking of weddings, Tina and I, when we were dating, we did a mission trip to New York City, and we did evangelism and worked at a homeless shelter for a while. We actually tithed to Queens, New York. Part of our tithe goes there for a Chi Alpha program, college group that some of our friends from our church here started. So I never know if hey dogs. Oh, okay. Tina's on the phone. Anyways, and then we went back on our honeymoon because, you know, doing ministry was great, humbling. But we wanted to go back and enjoy the sights and the sounds. Oh, I thought I could backhand it. Oh, too late. Too early. Probably hear the dogs barking. I'm gonna shut this door. Oh, she did. Okay, they're just that loud. So our dogs are like 10 months old, and they're gonna have to get some obedience training. Rex, the boy dog, wants to always bark at the neighbors, and he likes to go over to their window, and they don't have central air because our homes were built in like 1997, and he's a retired Army guy, so he's just got window units, and he likes to have the windows open a lot, so he'll go over there and just bark in their living room, and he gets really mad at us, and so we try to go out there as often as we can. But I think I mentioned this last stream, he was barking back at the dogs at one point. So let me check on him real quick. Hey, no barking. Rex, come in here. Oh, that dog. I told him no barking. He walked straight over to the window of the neighbor's house. Alright, I gotta go check on the dogs. I'm not sure where Tina went, so I'm gonna be right back. I get to use my be right back screen. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, Tino's on the phone. One of our people in the small group is having some medical stuff going on. So, thoughts and prayers go out. Tina was outside, so she's a little... It's hot today. So she's not going to come in here and stream with us right now. So, I don't know, like... I'm trying to see like a good... It's so wide angle. Like, I swear, like, my finger is maybe a centimeter away from the lens. Okay, you got to get going. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Alright, welcome to the Family Game stream. I'm just testing out a new camera. That's really what we're doing. I'm playing a few games here midday, taking my mind off world events.
Have a nice swim.
Have a nice swim.
That's the same thing. Lend the hand.
I never know, like, when is it going to go through the swamp or when's it going to come out of the apron. So, if you're there, you're watching, you're in chat, you know, let me know.
Now you've done it.
Now you've done it. too shabby. I thought it would give it to me. I got it right in that bookcase. Right as the other ball drained. Alright, let me get this multi-ball. Oh, Hector, yeah. The hand, that's thing, Hector. Oh, come on. Come on, get up there. I need to get to that bookcase. And there's a magnet, Hector, up in this area. So you may see it moving in some weird physics when those lights are on. So my object now is to get to the electric chair to start the next mode. Or shoot the bear a little bit more. Although if I can get over to thing right now, up in the ramp, then I'll get some points. So I'm gonna do that. Get a few points. And you get to see the hand again.
No time for that now.
That was weird. There we go. Good, I could use an extra ball. Oh, I got extra ball. Pretty good score. So if you're there and you're in Twitch, we do have commands now enabled on the stream. So you can do fun things like say hey.
Dirty cool, old man. I like it.
Just what you said.
Good, I wanted it to separate. And we're not gonna get it. Oh, magnet. Just gonna let that magnet time out.
Go in.
And that's the game. Alright, let's see. How have we been doing? We've been live for about an hour. Play a few more. I'm gonna go check on my wife real quick. And I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I was just checking on Tina. She was outside just having some asthma going on. Alright, Tina's in chat now. So, there you go. It's interesting that it said your event was created then. Try some of the other ones there, Tina. Did the dolphin pop up? I see that the Stream Elements bot came in and said a flippin' good time. How's the new camera look? Tina's in another part of the house. It's like really wide angle, so we're gonna have to like clean up that kitchen a little more. We got all the groceries, but yeah, I'm like 1 inch away. So why don't you try the hey command? Did you do the hey command when you came in? And you and I need to come up with other command ideas for our viewers' enjoyment. So Tina, on my end, I'm not getting the audio alerts, even though I have it on monitoring for the hey you guys and all that. I would like it to at least pop up to a level where I could hear it. But I was only able to do that with the Bluetooth stereo, so I'm going to have to find the Bluetooth speakers that we own and probably pair to that when we stream. Which is a little disappointing. Tina, have you followed us? If you haven't, go follow us and see if it puts up the follow notification of the taco. That would be kind of fun to do. Oh, I got excited about hype. Hey, I am hearing that one. I'm gonna have you do hype again because I think I heard it. Alright, do hype again. Let's see. You may hear it too. It may echo. Or maybe it's gonna time out. If hype doesn't work, try hey again. Or there's a hype with a 2 after it. I think that's just the same thing though. Oh, it's making you wait. There you go. Ah, I can hear it. You can probably hear it echoing. Okay, that worked then. So maybe I don't need the Bluetooth speaker. That's cool. It's flaky though. All right, if you haven't followed us, go follow us. I want to see if it puts up the taco. Or unfollow us and refollow us. It might work that way. Yeah, this camera team was like $38. And I think it's really good for what it is. Even if it shows all the mess behind me. But we'll work on that. You know, we have the backdrop stand in the garage, like 10 feet away from us. I don't know if I have a green screen though, but I have just a backdrop. Come on. I'm just flipping to flip. Come on, bear. There we go. And then the chair. Did you follow us, Tina? I know there's like an 18-second delay in chat. I think it's restream.io. So I'm probably gonna ditch restream.io and just stick to Twitch. See if that's faster. Although Hector was just on Facebook chatting in here. Flipping to flip. Flippity flip flip. See that stage flipping? Oh, come on. No, still didn't get it. Ooh, the magnet shoved it over there. Oh, come on. I'm gonna wait for the magnet to time out and try a post transfer. That was a nice transfer, but no dice. No dice. A lot of effort for nothing. I think I'm gonna be done after this game. It was just to try out the camera.
Have a nice swim.
But Little Man was on here streaming. That was kind of fun.
Go in.
Jimmy was in chat. Hector was in chat. Tina's in chat. All kinds of people in chat today for the midday stream.
Why, thank you, baby.
And I think is that ball 3? It is. Alright, well I got 102 million, I think was the most on the stream today. So I'm going to say goodbye to all of you that are out there. I don't have an outro, but we have our awesome Be Right Back screen. So I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to close it down just because I worked really hard on it. I'm proud of it. I'm probably going to go sit down and work on an outro now. So it's been fun. We'll talk to y'all later.